Rob and welcome to the test drive. Today, I'm driving the 2018 Chevy Camaro. So I was pretty excited to get behind the wheel of this thing today because I feel like I kind of hit the trifecta. I mean, I reviewed two of the Challengers for you, the SXT and the RT. I did review the Mustang EcoBoost Premium, even though that was a 2017 and not the 2018. I'll have to get behind the wheel of the 2018 here shortly, but now I'm in the 2018 Camaro. So we're going to start with the exterior of the 2018 Camaro. The Camaro is largely unchanged from 2017 to 2018. This latest generation Camaro was updated for the 2016 model year. Since that introduction for the 2016 model year really hasn't changed, at least not in a big way. But nonetheless, this 2018 looks awesome. Now the one that I'm driving is the 1LT with the RS package. So that RS package gives you a lot of awesome features, including the 20-inch rims, the little spoiler on the back. You get the RS badging. It's just freaking good looking, especially from the front, but from the sides as well too, especially with these 20-inch rims. I love that it has them. This RS package is a must in my opinion, and it's not very expensive. I also love the look of the headlights on this thing. It looks really sweet. Now getting into the interior of the 2018 Camaro, I have to say I really like it in here. I mean, it feels very small. I would say out of the Mustang and the Challenger, the interior of the Camaro definitely feels the smallest. But with that small size, I mean, you get a lot of comfort, and it's a really awesome feel. I mean, you feel like you're just driving this very fast little car. I really love the look of the steering wheel in this 2018 Camaro as well. I mean, it just looks awesome. This shape is very sporty. It feels pretty good. It's not as soft as the steering wheel in the Mustang. It feels, I would say, comparable to the steering wheel in the Challenger in terms of the way it feels to the touch, but I do like this one better because of the shape, and it's just so aggressive looking. Now the seats are very comfortable as well. This one has cloth seats, but it does have these gray inserts that I really like. The cloth does feel pretty good. These seats are very bolstered. I love that this has a black headliner. I also love that this has a moonroof. I love this borderless rear view mirror. It is really cool. There's also absolutely no space in the back seat of this Camaro. Other than the possibility of little kids sitting back there, it's basically useless. The trunk, however, is a pretty good size. The placement of everything in here is just really good. I mean, you just kind of sit back and everything is exactly where you need it to be. Now, I normally don't get too in-depth with the controls and the buttons unless they're either very good or very bad or very interesting. In this Camaro, they are at least the third. They are very interesting. I mean, if you look at the controls for the climate, you're actually twisting the air vents. I actually kind of like it. It was a little bit weird at first, but you know, I like the way that it's set up, and I like that everything is also tied in electronically. You have these little electronic screens here that give you a lot of the details, and it also shows up on the touchscreen. My only complaint about the interior of this Camaro, and there's really nothing that can be done about it, you know, without sacrificing the design, but it is the fact that the visibility in this car is very poor. I mean, if you look at the blind spot there, you can't see anything. You have the tiniest window in the world for the back seat, and you know, you really, I mean, you get used to it, but the visibility in this car really is not good. But again, you can't do anything about that without sacrificing the design. So I'd rather have the awesome design and just get used to dealing with the massive blind spots. Now, in terms of the performance, this 2018 Camaro is a lot of fun to drive. The one that I'm driving is powered by the 3.6 liter V6, and that puts out a surprising amount of power, 335 horsepower, 284 pound-feet of torque. And that is mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. And everybody's going to these transmissions that have 8 speeds or more, and you know what? I mean, GM did a good job with it in this Camaro. This thing shifts really nicely, and I don't really notice that it's an 8-speed unless you're cruising down the highway at 75 miles an hour and you notice that you're only running 1600 RPMs. You know, that's where you really notice. And obviously you get the benefit of the fuel efficiency. So I don't mind the 8-speed at all. I think this thing would be awesome in a manual, and this does have paddle shifters as well, and they're actually pretty responsive. One thing that I'm really surprised with is the sound of this V6. I mean, it really sounds good. It sounds significantly better than the Pentastar V6 in the Challenger. You know, I mean, when you floor it, it is loud, especially when it's in sport. And that's the thing, you have 3 distinct driving modes in this 2018 Camaro. You have Tour, which is what it is kind of set up in by default. That's like your comfort, you know, general everyday driving setting. Then you have Snow Ice, which really reduces the power of the vehicle, reduces the sharpness. And then you have Sport. And I've been driving with it in Sport the entire time just because I love the feeling of it. I love how aggressive the shifts are, and I love the tightness of the steering wheel. I mean, the steering tightens up so much, and it's just awesome, especially when you're going around a turn for cornering. It's just amazing. So I love when this thing is in sport. So for me, I'm just driving with it in sport the whole time. Now, in terms of technology, I'm very happy with the way that this is equipped right out of the box. It has a 7-inch touchscreen. There's also the option for an 8-inch touchscreen, which is a little bit bigger. But even this base touchscreen has a backup camera built in, and it has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And I love Apple CarPlay. I love that it's in here. It makes me not even care about anything else in the screen because it doesn't have navigation, but who cares? You have your Apple CarPlay navigation, and pretty much all of the other features of the touchscreen I really don't even care about because it has Apple CarPlay, and basically everything that I would do in this touchscreen is done inside of Apple CarPlay. The screen in between the tachometer and the speedometer also has a pretty good amount of functionality, and I really like the look of the gauges. I mean, I like that they are normal gauges, they're not electronic. Everything is a very cool design in this 2018 Camaro. So I hope you enjoyed this review of the 2018 Chevy Camaro. I'm Rob, this is the test drive. Please feel free to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, leave me a comment, let me know what you think about the car and this video and what this competes against. And please feel free to subscribe to my channel if you'd like. It does help me make more videos. And I'm also on Instagram at the Test Drive NY. Thanks again for taking this test drive with me, and I'll talk to you